Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is woke now. I'm not 100% sure if that's true. We're gonna find out because a lot of things have happened in the last 24 hours. I'm sure some of them are true. I'm sure some of them are overblown.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So today we're going to be talking about the very messy situation involving Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and its developer, Warhorse. Now, this game that releases on February 4th has been a beacon of hope for many gamers because this game is something that goes against all of the woke slop we've been putting up with for the last couple of years. It is a franchise that a lot of people have trust in. However, over the past couple of days, there's been several controversies that have led to a lot of people losing trust in this game and its developer, and now people are canceling their pre-orders.
Yeah, the big thing was an unskippable gay scene, okay? A gay scene, I already talked about it. Technically, it's fine if there is one. Hold your horses for now. Technically, it's fine if there is one. If this is role-playing, options like that should honestly be included so you accidentally make it and then you're like, no, don't get undressed. Why are you undressing? I was just being nice to you. Your sister just... Why? Those things are kind of fun and stuff. But the fact that it's unskippable is just strange, if that was true. And that doesn't make sense. Like, all cutscenes in any game, no matter what the circumstance, should be skippable. And if that was just a small mistake, that it was unskippable, the gay cutscene, that's very questionable. How do you even make a mistake like that to begin with? Very sussy.
In droves for those reasons, and it's really quite a mess. Now let's talk about why this studio is so revered amongst gamers. Well, when its first game came out, it was hit with a absolute barrage of cancel culture from the gaming industry, where you had members of the industry as well as...
Oh god, the classic true black Germanic people. Beautiful, beautiful. All of them. Oh, yeah.
As games journalists launching a coordinated crusade to cancel Warhorse, the developer of this game, as well as its creator, Daniel Vavra. Now, they did this claiming that these creators are all neo-Nazis and racists and bigots and all of these things because they create a game.
Man, I can't buy the game 2 times. Like, stop, please.
That would not include forced diversity. Now, this is something that a lot of people were perplexed by because the creators of this, they want to portray this setting in a historically accurate way, and forced diversity didn't make sense. However, the people in the industry used this as an opportunity to attack anyone associated with Warhorse and this title, and it was an absolute smear campaign that would ultimately backfire because gamers would rally.
You know what's the funniest part about all of this? I mean, look at the list. Rock, paper, no one cares. Oh, forget it. The Daily Dot, what even is that? Polygon? Oh my lord, the Guardian. These are all satire websites and they don't even know they're satire websites at this point. Them talking bad about something is probably the one badge of honor I'm sticking on my wall.
Rally behind all of the parties involved and basically prop them up and launch that game into a great level of success. And one of the kind of funniest turnarounds here is that about a month ago, we have Daniel Vavra here on Twitter.
A classic.
Thanks in part to a Steam sale, showing that Kingdom Come Deliverance, despite being released in 2018, had more in-game players than Dragon Age the Veilguard, which had just released about a month prior.
Listen, I don't think it honestly matters if you do a sale. The fact that you're still beating a literal giant of a AAA developer with the history of Mass Effect behind it. No, wait, no, whatever. It's still a giant AAA developer who once was good. The fact that you're still absolutely... Oh, wait, no, this is the one that did Mass Effect. I'm getting my woke bullshit companies mixed up, sorry. It happens. The fact that they still outperformed you is insane. With a literally, I don't know, what is the 7-year-old game now? That is just shameful display, okay?
Prior to that. So yeah, that was kind of like the last laugh moment. A lot of people were celebrating for Vavra and also for Warhorse Studios as well. And a lot of people are saying, wow, that's a great achievement right there. And the second installment is right around the corner. There's so much to be happy about. Well, things have changed very much over the past couple of days. There's been a series of controversies that largely have gone untouched by the studio and people like Vavra, and it's causing a lot of issues. And like I said, a lot of people are canceling their pre-orders of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now, to understand what's going on here, you have to understand that there's been a lot of things that have changed in the background involving this franchise and studio. So here's a timeline that was made by Mark Kern here. If you want to pause to get kind of the whole breakdown here and read it for yourself, that's fine. But for brevity's sake, I'm just going to sum up what happened here. So there's been a lot of name changes and shifts in ownership. But basically, you need to know two entities on this chart here. You have this group called PlayOn, who is the parent company of Warhorse, and they also are the publisher for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now, there's also another group.
Wait, I recognize that name, PlayOn, but I don't remember why.
You need to know who's under this umbrella of ownership called Embracer Group. Now,
oh no, I mean play with a Y, not an I on. Okay, I think those are different. Maybe I don't.
Embracer Group is a bit detached from all of this, but I just want to point them out for a second because they are definitely one of the more woke groups you'll ever see. So straight from their own Q2 financial report from about a year ago, you can see one of their biggest goals, their main topics, is diversity and inclusion in games and entertainment. Yep, that doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
And it looks even worse when you look at this code of conduct from their own website saying this in terms of hiring. We recruit and promote the best by considering competence and individual suitability. However, if there are two equally skilled candidates, diversity will be considered in the recruitment decision.
Oh my god, everyone knows that there is no such situation where there's two equally skilled candidates. That's a fucking Copen lie.
In accordance with applicable local laws.
I mean, diversity is such bullshit. No one wants it. I don't want it. You don't want it. Not a single African in Africa wants it. I mean, they're literally committing genocides against white people as we speak in Africa. Crickets. China doesn't want it. Okay? No one wants it. The Australian Aboriginals don't want it. No one wants it. No one wants it. But yet it's here. Yet it's here. You can't literally show me any group of mentally not deficient people who are gonna unironically embrace it.
Yep, in their hiring process, they will literally tell you right to your face, they will prioritize someone who's equal of skill if they're more diverse than you. Yes, skin color matters in their hiring process. Again, how much of an influence Embracer Group has on Warhorse, it seems like probably very little. PlayOn's more of the focus here. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that you're dealing with in the industry, and I just want to point that out really quickly. Now let's go to the controversy at hand here involving Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It all began on January 15th when on the Saudi Arabia side of social media came a bunch of reports that this game is going to be censored. So we have this translated from Arabic. We have received official confirmation that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has not been cleared for release in Saudi Arabia by the General Authority for Media Regulation. The reason is that it violates one of the terms of the classification and clearance systems for video games and publishers' unwillingness to make the required modification to the content. Now, of course, you're dealing with Saudi Arabia censorship here. You could pretty much do anything to violate some sort of a rule over there. But we also had other posts trying to add some clarification. Now, again, take this with a grain of salt. These are machine translations. They're never perfect. But it says this, urgent and official.
I mean, when a machine translation is this specific, it's something.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 banned in Saudi Arabia due to unskippable gay scenes in story mode. Now, a lot of these are rumored to involve the character Henry, who had two straight relationship options in the first game, but now apparently might have a gay romance scene in this one, leaving a lot of people obviously confused. But people were immediately...
Now, people did comment when I talked about this that, and it doesn't seem like lies, that in the first game there were a couple of characters that were hinted gay. I don't know if this one, if Henry was one. Don't know, no idea. But they were hinted to be pretty much 100% gay, effectively, in the first game. So that has existed, but not in a woke intrusive form. So what's happening here? I don't know. I don't know, but it's kind of worrying.
Starting to raise some eyebrows, and people were already canceling pre-orders. And at that point, it was just a rumor, and we'll get into whether or not that is a valid rumor or not. But people had a very polarized reaction to that. People immediately labeling the game as woke and that Warhorse had been compromised. So there was a lot of uproar in the course of 24 hours since those posts were made. And it seems like the team over at Warhorse was aware of this. And a person who worked at Warhorse and was a moderator in their related channel said this: accusation hit them by surprise, saying the concerns will be addressed. We will do it soon in an orderly manner, and the accusations hit us by surprise. You have nothing to worry. Please have patience for an official answer. Now, a lot of people didn't like this. They said, wow, that's a really vague statement. You're not addressing specifically what's going on.
Okay. The reason why I typically when a company is found out to go woke, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. I'm sold. But currently, I'm not exactly sold. And you know why? Because of everything I heard the developers say previously. If you are of the woke mindset, you're not gonna hide that. You know? The best thing you're gonna do is not talk about it, but you're not gonna hide it. You're not gonna unironically talk in a conversation that you're having with someone, not about the subject, and so just say, "Oh yeah, we're not woke" or something like that. So that doesn't make sense. You see, that's the thing here. That's why I'm not 100% sold on this actually like being a full-blown woke thing.
And you're basically saying just trust us. And on top of that, in a related stream, one of the people from Warhorse Studios said this in reference to these rumors.
They love what we are offering.
Yeah, I think that's a nice ending. Trust us and don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, right there, they literally say, just trust.
Yeah, at this point, I don't believe words like "just trust me" or whatever. Then again, I don't believe the specific rumors. Also, it's kind of hard. So yeah, I mean, this is very much a wait and see type of situation. Just don't pre-order. Wait until it comes out. Wait until someone does a review and go to playthrough or something, and then figure it out.
Us and don't believe what you've read on the internet. And again, a lot of people would give Warhorse the benefit of the doubt given their track record. And a lot of people also didn't really give them the benefit of the doubt. They didn't like this just trust me sort of attitude. But this situation on the 16th and now into the 17th would get infinitely worse when this nuke was dropped onto the Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah, the code of conduct thing I heard. I didn't see what was changed, but yeah, this is... I heard that this reads like a woke manifesto. It is by a woman. That is scary, okay? This is where I feel that we are at the line in the sand, and yeah, the line is moving in towards my direction at this point. Not good.
Deliverance 2 Steam page, a pinned post right here, a new code of conduct from an individual from PlayOn who shared this, and yeah, it's just as bad as it might sound. So here we have this. We are grateful for the vibrant and passionate discussions that take place here. Your love for this game and its immersive world have forged a unique and thriving community. To ensure that our forums remain welcoming place for all, we are introducing a new set of community rules designed to maintain smooth moderation and foster meaningful, respectful discussions. We get it. This is a PEGI 18 game, and colorful language is part of the vibe. Occasional swearing is fine, but keep it reasonable. Excessive profanity, bigotry, sexism, racism, hate speech, sexual harassment, or threats will not be tolerated. Now, of course, all of this coming...
Well, what are we talking about threats here? Threats as actual threats, or threats as in pirate software reporting people for saying KYS to authorities?
Right after the issues with the Saudi Arabia censorship. It looks like a really bad basically order of events here, right? You have that happen, then immediately a new code of conduct comes out saying don't do this, don't do that. You have all of these, stay on topic, respect others, no political or religious debates, which again, this
I mean, you're playing a medieval game. Religion is literally kind of a big part of it, technically.
game explores those things, so it's kind of interesting that they're trying to do that. But it goes on, and then it says zero tolerance for racism, sexism, homophobia, every ism you can think of, right? And it goes on to basically
ableism, bro. So we can't talk about Kamala Harris? What the fuck? Ageism, Jesus. Classism, jeez. It's a medieval game. Colorism. Body shaming. What? Fat? No. I draw the line at body shaming. If you're not gonna allow me to call a fat, that's it.
Of, right? And it goes on to basically keep going on that sort of theme.
No hate speech or harmful ideologies, white supremacy, neo-Nazism, mentions violence, harassment, glorification of harmful behavior, including but not limited to self-harm and whatever. Okay.
But they make it very clear that basically unless your target is a white male, you're going to be in trouble in this forum based on this new code of conduct. And again, I want to make this very clear. This is the individual. This is the community manager.
Jeez. Oh, God.
From PlayOn who made that code of conduct on the Steam page. And again,
her.
Again, this is not an employee of Warhorse. This is someone who works at the publisher, the parent company of Warhorse, PlayOn, who made
Women in Games Award 2024. Jesus.
This, okay? So let's just make that clear. But the issue that happened here is there was no answer from Warhorse or Vavra or anyone about this code of conduct that caused a lot of issues. This is on the 17th in the discussions here. You can see some of these posts. Woke game. The code of conduct looks like a parody. The new Warhorse Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 community manager is an actual DEI hire. Should have focused on the game instead of getting into politics.
Oh, and this means locked, I guess? That it's like removed?
Will there be tops?
I don't know. I have never used this forum before.
Surgery scars as an option in character creation, bait and switch.
Hell yeah!
Information and clarification request. Not going to buy the game until they demonstrate that this game is not woke. And you can see down here, no DEI, no buy. Basically, people wanted some sort of a response from Warhorse because this looks really bad. And again, the only reason someone like me even found this and others like me found this whole connection with PlayOn is because we did research, right? We had to go do research to make sure this was not a Warhorse community manager directly acting on their behalf.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. It's nice that people actually research things, but at the same time, the fact that she... Where is it? There we go. The fact that she has PlayOn and that's her name, there's not a lot of fucking research to be done there. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice that people do it, but let's not over exaggerate research, okay?
Take place here. Creation, bait and switch, information and clarification request. Not gonna buy the game until they demonstrate that this game is not woke. And you can see down here, no DEI, no buy. Basically, people wanted some sort of a response.
No DEI, no buy. Damn right, boy. So if you don't have DEI, we're not going to buy your game. That's funny.
Response from Warhorse because this looks really bad. And
they
again, the only reason someone like me...
This is the 17th. Now it's the 18th. I wondered if this has been clarified because I didn't want to even fucking touch this after all of this came out. I want to actually know more information about this stuff.
Even found this and others like me found this whole connection with PlayOn is because we did research, right? We had to go do research to make sure this was not a Warhorse community manager directly acting on their behalf. But the majority of people are not going to do research. They're going to see this and kind of reasonably assume.
I mean, there is nothing to not reasonably assume. if this is someone who effectively what's happening here, let me explain. Here's warhorse, here's fucking playon gets to decide all of these things, and they just kind of smack warhorse until they do what they want them to do. That's how these things work. The fact that warhorse themselves didn't do this doesn't still mean that there's not going to be problems, because at the end of the day, it works like this. You can be an employee at Warhorse, and they can tell you, they're telling you, no, you insert trans people here, and you can be the hero and say no, but then you're just gonna get replaced, and it's still gonna be done. There you go. That's the problem.
That is the viewpoint of Warhorse, since they seem to be speaking on their behalf. And that right there, more than anything, this code of conduct is a really, really bad look and definitely results in a lot of pre-orders being canceled. And to make matters even worse, on the official Kingdom Come RPG Twitter account, they were hiding replies immediately. Right on the 17th, they were hiding replies. And in particular, I highlight this one because it's asking for answers about not only the unskippable LGBTQ sequence that is rumored, but also that their parent company is publishing this code of conduct for people who don't align with certain values and propaganda, all that stuff. But that's your answer, a non-answer, by hiding the reply. It looks really bad. The optics are absolutely terrible on this. So we get to a point where then Daniel Vavra would have to come out and make two statements on the matter, one on Facebook saying this. So after the leftists cursing me at Nazis for 10 years, now Nazis are cursing me at Jews because Saudi Arabia might want to ban KCD because of the homosexual scene. And he also made this statement.
Well, that confirms that the scene is real, though.
Statement on a Twitter saying, the game is exactly what I want it to be. No one has tried to influence me as an artist in any way, and anyone who knows me knows I wouldn't let them anyway. Every character in the game has a very clear reason to be where they are, which you'll understand when you play the game. Our goal was, and still is, to show life in a medieval Bohemia as it is easily could have been, happened, and to tell an interesting story. At the same time, it is a role-playing game, so it is purely up to the player what decisions they make, and for all the decisions they make, they are responsible for the consequences that correspond to the morals and social norms of the time. Nice. I don't want to spoil the plot.
Social norms of the time. Maybe we're gonna get an execution or something very fancy. Okay, this actually kind of is currently calming me. Yeah, okay. Resold on the idea of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 being based.
Important events and the roles of some of the characters for anyone, so you'll have to see for yourself by playing the game. And then I strongly believe.
And why am I kind of being resold? Because this guy is currently not talking about the game. He's talking about his own beliefs. So this is kind of reassuring, unless this is like a pretty decently thought out through lie.
You'll agree with me.
But it's doubtful. This does not read like a lie. There is no random appeals to power. There's no shaming. There's no appeals. There's nothing. This does not read like a lie. Okay? For example, the Pirate Software statement, which was just a bunch of random appeals to authority, gaslighting, lying, and fake threats. No. This guy is talking about himself. I like that.
Now, of course, again, it's like an answer, but somewhat of a non-answer where there's some interpretation to be open here. And this is one of the responses with a couple hundred likes of the Twitter post saying, you didn't address anything going on. What about the forum and you guys hiding my reply? What about the gay sex scenes and it being banned in Arabia? What about the bad guy in the game? Is he a merchant? Is it just photoshopped? Anything other than wait and see? See what I mean? Boycotting the game. And a lot of people feel this way, honestly. And we would see a lot of discussions on this post, kind of getting an...
Yeah, it doesn't address it directly. He's addressing it all over all the issues here. I don't know. I'm kind of still on the saved part. This kind of convinces me. Again, never pre-order shit, boys. It is what it is. Why pre-order if you can just not pre-order? Listen, you have probably 10 games that you did not play on your Steam, but you fucking bought them anyway, okay? You don't need to pre-order this game to not play it in the first 5 days. You can buy it after like 2 days if you really want to play. Never pre-order. Never pre-order.
Overview of everything.
And remember, by the way, this kind of convinces me to a certain degree to believe this guy. Hope's kind of restored, okay? Not gonna lie. Gonna literally titled the video Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Not Woke, Threat Averted or something like that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, remember, there is the opportunity on Steam too. Well, you know, what's it called? Cashback, buyback, fuck. Autistic, relax. Be patient, I'm retarded. But refund, there we go. Remember, you can refund the game if it turns bad. Wait a little bit, wait 1 day and see, and then, you know, if it's bad, refund it or something like that. We have options. We're not slaves to the system. The system at the end of the day is slaves to us. We are many, they are one. We will always triumph. You cannot squash the human spirit. And, well, I think that's pretty much it, honestly. That was a Rev Says Desu, 10 out of 10. Bye.